Okay, today we are going to revisit Python, and we're going to create a program that converts Celsius to Fahrenheit temperatures. And so I hit F5 on my program, and here's the screen that it runs in. Remember, it's the IDLE, the shell mode. So it says this program will convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Input the temperature in Celsius that you want converted. Let's see, I'll see 20 degrees Celsius equals 68 degrees in Fahrenheit. Hey, that would be a nice warm day. Press enter to enter this program. Okay, so first thing we need to do is type in PYTH for Python and make sure that you select the one that is IDLE. That stands for Interface Development Environment. All right, and create a new file. And the first thing we always do is put our name, period, and the name of the file, and use the pound signs. And then we're going to give it a save. And save it to your OneDrive. I'm calling mine example. Yours will be Celsius to Fahrenheit. Alright, and then of course you put your name here, not my name. Alright, next, let's put in a print statement. Print statement that will instruct what the program is doing. This program will convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. And now we need a variable to allow the user to input something. Celsius will be my variable. Celsius equals. Now I added float. We aren't familiar with this that much, but just in case the user wants to input a decimal place, maybe they want to put 20.5. So that's why we have a float. They don't have to. They can just type in 20. Like, as you saw when I ran it, it worked fine. But the float allows the user to use decimals if they want. All right, then so the float command here, this method is simply converting this statement to be a float, and then here's our input statement, which is printing this on the screen. Alright, I'll hit F5. I'm going to run this just to test it. Alright, good, it's working so far. Now we need to do some conversion. So I'm going to set up a variable, Fahrenheit equals. Now, I don't know the conversion off the top of my head. I wouldn't expect anyone to, so I'm just going to look this up. So, convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Check it out. There it is. So it looks like the formula is Celsius times 9 divided by 5, 9/5, that quantity, plus 32. Okay, so that's the formula that we're looking for. I wonder if we have a decimal. It's going to be a lot easier for us to use a decimal. Let's see if we can find another formula. Everything says 9/5 multiplied by 1.8. Maybe that's what 9/5 is. I wonder if that's exact. Well, that's not a good site to go to. That's why I like to do a right mouse click. I don't know if you guys do this. I like to use a right mouse click and open a new window whenever I'm searching my results. That way, if I don't like it, I don't have to hit back. I just hit this. Let's see here. Divide 9/5. Well, I'm just going to do a conversion here. 9 divided by 5. And it is just 1.8 cleanly. Okay, so we're just going to do that then. We're going to use 1.8. Alright, let's go back here. So, Celsius times 1.8, that quantity plus 32. Let's do it. Equals Celsius. I'm copying it so that I make sure I don't misspell it. Celsius times 1.8. Oops, I'll keep a space there. and then we're going to add 32. Let's see how that works out. So I'm simply going to paste a print statement. So Celsius, I'm letting the user know what they typed in. Degrees Celsius is equal to Fahrenheit. That's our calculation that we just completed. So let's see if it works when we run it here. F5. And I'll put in 20 degrees Celsius equals 68 Fahrenheit. And then we want to double check that. So let's make sure. So if I type in 20 here, sure enough, 68. Okay, it's working. Beautiful. And we don't want to forget our press enter to exit this program command. We like to have that at the end of each program. That's so that when you just double click on the program and you run it in the command prompt, that's the black background, it doesn't just exit after it prints this on the screen. Then it has a blinking cursor and it says press enter to exit the program. So, alright, that's going to work. Now there's one more step to this, and that is I want to challenge you all to add a while loop in here. I'm not going to show you how to do it. I want you all to try to figure this out by going back and looking at your past programs. We've used this while loop many times to allow the user to keep doing conversions without having to rerun the program. It'll say, would you like to complete another conversion? Maybe if they type Y for yes or N for no, and then it would exit them if they type in no. But so let's just run here. I've got it pulled up. Now I'm calling this the honors credit. I will help those of you who are not honors, but honors students need to be able to do this on their own. Just go and figure it out by looking at your past examples. I want to challenge the rest of you to try to do it as well. That's why I'm not completing this in front of you. I want you guys to try it, but I will come around and help you if you can't get this working. So let's go ahead and run this one, and I'll show you what it does. So this time I'll use 21. It says 21 degrees Celsius is equal to 69.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Would you like to do another conversion? Type Y or N. If I type Y, I get to do another one. So let's type in 10 degrees Celsius is equal to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Y or N. This time I'll type in N to see if it works. Okay, good. Alright, that's what you guys are doing today, and raise your hand or come back into the WebEx when you're ready for me to grade it, or with questions.